Do you remember when Canadian desserts tasted different? When your mother's or grandmother's kitchen filled the house with a smell that today simply doesn't exist anymore? Canada has changed, the recipes have changed, and many of the desserts that marked the childhood of millions have disappeared without a trace. But today, I'm going to take you on a journey back in time to rediscover 12 Canadian desserts that have vanished forever, and I guarantee number 7 will bring back a memory you didn't even know you still had. Let's start with a classic. In the 1940s and 50s, every Canadian home knew matrimonial cake. It wasn't really a cake, was it? It was a moist square bar. 2 thick layers of golden oats, and right in the middle, a dark, sweet filling of cooked dates. Can you almost smell it? That aroma of oven-roasted oats mixed with the sweet scent of dates slowly melting. It was always served in small pieces, sometimes wrapped in cloth napkins. Mothers would take it to church parties. Grandmothers kept it safe in a metal tin in the pantry. It was simple. It was honest. It was ours. Matrimonial cake started to disappear when dates went out of fashion and people began preferring chocolate. But those who ate it, they never forgot. Next, do you remember those small roadside cafes? The ones that sat between towns with their wooden tables and lace curtains. There on the glass counter, there was always a bumbleberry pie waiting. It was special because it didn't have just one fruit. It was this generous mix of red strawberries, dark blackberries, tiny raspberries, diced apples, and sometimes even tart rhubarb. All of it together under a golden, crumbly crust. When you cut into it, the fruit juice would just ooze onto the plate. The smell was sweet and just a little bit acidic. And with a scoop of vanilla ice cream melting on top, it was like a Canadian summer in a single spoonful. In the 60s, bumbleberry pie was everywhere. But as the roadside cafes closed, the recipes were lost, and this beautiful pie disappeared right along with them. Now this next one was the dessert of hard times, of long winters, of large families who needed to stretch every single penny. Poor man's pudding. It was made with just flour, brown sugar, a little bit of butter, and hot water. Simple as that. It baked slowly in the oven until a light crust formed on top, with a creamy, almost liquid base underneath. It wasn't pretty, but it was warm. And when you put a spoonful in your mouth with that sweet, sticky cream, you felt the comfort of being home, even if the world outside was harsh. Back in the 1940s, every mother knew how to make it. It was what we had. It was enough. Today, nobody really makes it anymore. Maybe we don't need to. But perhaps we should remember that the love was in those simple puddings. Ah, butter tarts. Every Canadian knows them. But do you remember the old ones? The ones that came with big, dark raisins in the middle? In the 1950s and 60s, the real butter tarts always had raisins. They were soft, almost melted into that golden filling of butter and brown sugar. The crust was thin, crumbly, and buttery. You'd buy them at a small bakery with the smell of fresh bread in the air. The lady at the counter would wrap them in parchment paper, and you'd eat them while they were still warm, feeling the filling run through your fingers. But raisins fell out of favor. People started preferring nuts or just nothing at all. And those raisin butter tarts, so common before, became a rarity. If you've ever had one, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And that brings us to raisin pie. There was something truly special about these pies. They weren't flashy. They didn't have a shine. But they had soul. Raisin pie was made with raisins cooked in a thick syrup, seasoned with cinnamon, nutmeg, and a little touch of lemon. All of it wrapped in a short crust pastry and baked until golden brown. In the 1940s, it was a common sight on Christmas tables. Grandmothers made it with love, using raisins they'd saved since the autumn. The smell would fill the whole house. And when you cut a slice, the dark, dense, sweet filling would cling to the fork. It wasn't too sweet. It was perfectly balanced. It was comforting. But just like with the tarts, raisin pie disappeared when raisins went out of style, when people started to find it a bit old-fashioned. Today, almost no one makes them anymore. And almost no one remembers them. What other lost desserts do you remember from your childhood? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next part of our journey into Canada's sweetest memories. Thanks for watching.